Joining me is John Shimaneni, CEO of Lotteries Board of Namibia. Welcome, John. How does it feel to be at Sigma Africa this year?
Thank you so much for having me. I love it. I love the atmosphere, and I
Yeah.
think there's a lot of exhibitors than the previous ones. But this is my first time to attend the Sigma. I'm really looking forward to see what they have to offer.
Absolutely, we are glad to have you.
Yes.
Now, John, as Namibia continues to develop its lottery and gaming framework, what are the top priorities you have to ensure the sector delivers both economic value
Mm.
but also delivers strong consumer protection?
Yeah, thank you. And currently, Namibia has got a piece of legislation, which is Lotteries Act of 2017. Now, I'm currently in the process of operationalizing it to make it active. We set up institutions. Now, in the provision of our act, it indicates that either Namibia could actually run the lotteries themselves, or they could appoint an operator to run it, a licensed operator. Given that there's not much skills in Namibia, we've chosen to actually have a licensed operator so that we focus on on regulating. Now, that process I've seen in many countries. I've seen even in South Africa, the National Lottery Commission, they had some issues. I read some headlines that says that even the evaluation committee of of choosing the fourth license was not properly constituted because there were no people that actually have the skills in lotteries. But then I've realized that it could be that, uh, and it could be that the the real aspect in choosing a proper lottery and building trust within the among the people, because lottery is about trust, it's about transparency as well. People must be able to know that whatever game they throw, there is some accountability to it. So for me, governance is the most important aspect in this process, because we need to make the process very transparent of choosing an operator, and we also need to change the narrative of the people to say that it's not just a game of it's not just a game of chance. It's also a national development agenda, because the money coming from these activities are used for good causes. So, and I think if we have those two messages, where we have transparency within our operation, and we also have um, a message that tell people that this is used for good causes, you actually encourage people to participate. And I think that is a success factor, having a successful lottery.
Fantastic.
Yeah, right.
Now, markets in Africa are evolving at different speeds,
Yes.
and this can cause a difference also in development speeds
Mm.
between different jurisdictions.
Mm.
How can regulators collaborate to create stronger, more consistent standards while still respecting national priorities?
Yes,
Yeah.
especially this platform like this, the Sigma, where you bring regulators and operators together, is very, very important to the success of any lottery, because everything else is moving towards digital, and digital has got no boundaries. So, and also that's one. And the second one is that different populations may be different. You have different jurisdictions, may have different populations, but the dynamics of the game is the same. They have the same challenges, they have the same problems. And when they collaborate through these platforms, I think we'll gain more success and learn from one another, so that we don't recreate solutions that are already there. And I think that is a really, really the most important aspect of having the collaboration among different institutions.
So, what lessons as Namibia can you say you're learning from more mature lottery markets in
Yes.
Africa?
Mhm.
And where do you see opportunities to innovate?
Yes. One of the lessons I've learned, like I mentioned earlier, is that as we are progressing into appointing a licensed operator, I've seen mistakes or challenges that were faced by the previous, by those ones that were done it before. And for me, as we are structuring the the activities towards appointing an operator, we are trying not to do the same mistakes they've done. And one of them is political influence. When there's a higher dominance of political influence surrounding lotteries, it creates two things. It creates disparity among the people, and it also creates mistrust from communities. Because like Namibia is a multi-party system. Now, if you have a situation where you are saying that no, the lottery is dominated by a certain party or by certain people from a certain group, that already creates a conflict among the players, and that's what I'm trying to, or that I've been trying to avoid as much as I can. And secondly, and what I really want to emphasize, especially on learning in terms of challenges, is also the digital innovation within other countries. And I think that many countries have got advanced systems, so they got better games and all of those ones. One will see now which ones fit in Namibian economy.
Fantastic. Now, over the next few years, what do you think will determine whether African lotteries gaming sectors will achieve sustainable growth?
Yeah.
And what role should national regulators, such as the Lotteries Board of Namibia, play in shaping that future?
Yeah, the first thing I would say is that um, uh, like when you talk about Sigma Africa, you are looking at having an African identity to our lottery games, so that institutions or the regulators come together, they come up with policies and directives that actually suit the African market. That's the only way that Africa can actually move past their their competitors, and also to look into and and also to look into identifying opportunities within the African context. Because if you look at Western countries, they are highly developed in terms of technology, for example, and even access to digital infrastructures is much less in Africa than in other countries. Now, what mechanism are we going to put in place to fit those dynamics? And Namibia, being new to the lotteries, we will try to shape our strategies around having a sustainable lotteries in terms of understanding the economy. Namibia is a very small population. Namibia is about 3 million people. So one have to see now within the population of 3 million people, what are the opportunities? What are the drawback? Because the market is very small, and that's what we need to replicate in other countries. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Mhm.
And we can't wait to host you again next year,
Yes.
considering this is your first time in Sigma Africa.
Yes.
And we can't wait to see what Namibia is going to do.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Okay, bye.